3,000 miles later and 90% of you aren't subscribed yet. I'll tell you what I tell my friends, that's crazy. Stick around to the very end because I think you're gonna like this one. Having put this truck through all but the crucible, I'd expect a lot more wear and tear. Now, of course, we have the PPF on this thing, so as you can see, the consistency throughout the look is really nice, that stealth. I would expect a lot more damage to it given that we've taken it off-roading 7 times already since the 3,000 miles that we got it. But again, I'd highly recommend that you get your truck PPF, not because you need to. I'm sure you could keep it clean and it would be just fine, but just that consistent look all the way through, and we've got ceramic coating on it. Now, I'm gonna do something that I've never done in any of my videos, and I'm gonna give you a closer look. I mean, look at these wheels, they're a little dirty, right? We've taken it off-roading. I'm gonna give you an in-depth look around the vehicle to see, hey, what damage has it sustained in over 3,000 miles? So this is the time to find out the truth. Now looking real closely, of course, we've got some dirt right here. The wheels here are getting a little dirty on the inside, so I'm gonna need to clean that up. But the rims are looking nice. No curb rash or anything like that. It could be because of the bigger tires. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, most Teslas, you might see some curb rash on them here or there, but not this one. I've also hit some curbs, like jumping them and stuff, of course. Let's get a little closer in here. You're seeing, I gotta clean this out. That's definitely dirty. I don't want the suspension having any issues, so I'm gonna clean it. You know, the dirt gets everywhere, but this rocker panel is holding up pretty well given that we've put it through so many off-roading tests. It's a consistent look, it looks good. I actually like it a little dirty. Of course, I did get the bumper protector cover, so it's grippy, and then you get on there to get on top of the tonneau cover. So many people have stood on this. We've dropped coins on this, we've dropped rings on this. It's totally fine, not a single scratch. I do need to mention, because in a previous video, I did say that the tonneau cover button had been broken. Not sure what happened, but after a few soft resets or whatnot, it looks like it is opening again. And this drops down. That button's been fine the whole time. So maybe I don't need to get it serviced. I just push a little harder on the top button for it to open, and then closes without a problem at all. So really stoked that that came back in and it's just working perfectly fine. Let's try it one more time because I don't want that to be a fluke. You just press down nice and hard and then boom, again. Now, of course, coming around the back, still looks really good over here. This shiny material is holding up a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe a little bit of abrasion right here, but nothing too crazy. Like, it's been doing pretty well. This back bumper bit, which is such an interesting design, is like, whoop, 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 is doing pretty well as well. Just some footprints right there. And we're coming back around here. You know, of course, we kicking up that dirt. You get some things here, but it's not scratches. They go away as you clean them. So I'm really stoked with this material that they're using. It's holding up extremely well, especially in those off-roading situations. Of course, again, a little dirty in there. Coming along the mirror side right here, we do have a, oh, what's this? Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss next week's video where we take the Cybertruck to Hollywood. Looking at this bit, it's actually holding up really well. I love that angle. And we have the tinted windows, of course. I don't see any sort of issues there, any sort of abrasions, anything reaching there. The windshield is actually holding up extremely well, and I hope it continues to because I don't even want to think about what it would cost to change it. We do have the front bumper, which takes a load of that heavy work. We do have a little bit of debris up in here. Of course, we can clean that out. I'm not seeing any sort of insane abrasions. Maybe right here, I'm seeing something. We do have our friends that hit the front bumper. They be bugging consistently, so I hope they'll stay out of my way next time. Okay, we need to talk about this front trunk, or frunk. I've put everything in this, everything from broken guitars, wood chips, food, groceries, and myself. And I've just found that it's really durable, and I'm really surprised. Like, none of this plastic here is really scratching up all too much, and it's holding up. I love the size. I know some people think it's a little small. I think it's kind of perfect. And what I do like about this as compared to maybe like there's a Rivian truck that has a frunk as well, but that just goes straight in, and it actually doesn't really allow for you to kind of fit yourself in there. But the way that this is currently, makes for such a great adventurous experience, which I think a truck is really made for. The adventure lies in the fact that you can pull into like a mountain area, like an overlook, and just open the frunk, pop it, sit down, grab some food with your friends, and you can sit up to 3 people comfortably in here. Like, I'm sure you can tell, I'm a big guy, but you know, you can get up to 3 people in here and you're just enjoying the view. Now, I did have somebody comment in a previous video that that is the stupidest thing they've ever heard, that frunk just sitting there and looking out, no one would ever do that. But you really don't know until you've actually owned a truck or an adventurous vehicle that you kind of want to use it as like a couch and you want it to be comfy, which this kind of is. I would say that it's the best $100,000 couch that I've ever purchased. Hey Tesla, open butthole. That's better. 3,000 miles later, and I've done a lot of off-roading, maybe 5 or 6 times. When you go off-roading, and I mean seriously off-roading, it can definitely put some strain on different parts of the truck. What I've noticed, and some of you actually pointed out to me, is that I should have taken off my hubcaps before I went off-roading. This is for sure something that we didn't do the first time we went, and actually took a riverbed really hard, and as we came down and the water rushed through the wheel well, it popped off one of my hubcaps and it went into the river. We didn't notice in time and it actually swept it away. And Tesla doesn't make that hubcap currently, and that's a problem because now I'm left with 3 hubcaps and no way to get another one. Personally, I don't really mind this given I like the look of the wheels without the hubcaps, and I think I'll probably end up doing some aftermarket work to the vehicle as well. It is worth mentioning that in the manual for the vehicle, it does tell you to take the hubcaps off before you go off-roading, and I only know that because you guys actually let me know that in the comments after it popped off. I will say that every time I go, it's almost impossible not to feel a little bad taking those bumps extra hard, as it's such a beautiful truck. I don't want to hurt it in any way, but this is what trucks are meant to do, especially a Cybertruck, so you should take it off-roading, you should have fun, you should adventure.
I think this is good for the suspension. Okay.
You're fine. You can go.
Getting inside the truck is entirely the same, except let me just step inside the vehicle here, and we should be good. After 3,000 miles, my one regret with the Tesla Cybertruck is that I wasn't able to get it sooner. The fact of the matter is that after 3 years of waiting, I had this like unrealistic expectation built up in my mind, and it actually delivered on so many of them. I'm really enjoying making these 1,000-mile update videos for you, so subscribe so you don't miss the next one, like if you like the video, and I will see you next time.